What's going on, guys? I'm coming at you with another video of the day. Today we're diving right in and we're going to be talking about justice. So I hope you give me your ears and your hearts to hear these words. First thing I want to say is this: make the most of every opportunity because the days are evil. Now, we all just witnessed something that just happened down in the States. And it was a young black gentleman who got abused by a man of power and has brought to the forefront, most definitely, that racism still exists. God so clearly makes it known that we are all made equal in His image. And who is the created to say to the created, you are less valuable because you do not look like me? How people have come to that conclusion in their own hearts is beyond me. And it breaks my heart, and it needs to be known that all are equal in the eyes of God. But something else that must be known is where there is injustice, there is a call for justice. And I want to spend time here because I want to call up the justice heart, and I want to at the same time protect the justice heart. There's many different ways that we can respond to doing justice, and Micah 6:8 and Isaiah 1:17 have great things to say on it. The first is this: learn to do good, seek justice, correct oppression, bring justice to the fatherless, and please the widow's cause. And Micah 6:8 says this: He has told you, O man, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you to do? But to do justice, to love mercy, and to walk humbly before your God. There is a call to do justice, and injustice will always exist in our world. And how we go about doing it is critical. The reason I read that first verse is for us to know what kind of world we live in. Sometimes we can have this belief that we can rid the world of evil. And I would so wish, I'm an optimist. If you know me, I'm an optimist. I wish that was the case. But we need to know that there will always be evil among us. So we need to make the most of every opportunity that we're given to eradicate a piece of evil. And here, this injustice has now been brought to the forefront, and there's opportunity for justice. But how do we go about doing it? And there's two powerful forces that exist in our world, and the one is, there's many more than this, but these are the two most powerful that exist for the person, is fear and love. These are two powerful forces. And fear has the ability to silence and cause to quiver the person who is in the wrong. We can make the racist quiver and fear. However, the process of doing this is often through rioting and looting, causing damage and creating injustice in the process of trying to bring justice. Not only does it do something to the cities that you are in, rioting and bringing an injustice to the stores that then receive damage, not only that, your heart needs to be protected. God says that He is the judge. He is the just judge, and justice belongs to the Lord. Now, we are to partner with God in it and bringing it in the places that we are. We're called to defend the weak, to step up and take care of the one whose voice has been stolen, to protect the weak, to take care of the widow. Wherever it is that the injustice is, to rise to the occasion and not turn a blind eye. And this is what I am agreeing with fully. But when we choose to riot and loot as the form of bringing the justice to the injustice, I think it's not the best way. But not only that, I think it does something within our own hearts that I don't think is healthy, nor something that Jesus wishes for any of us. I believe there is a better form, because first off, that fear doesn't get rid of the racist. It only silences him and makes him afraid to speak out about how he truly feels. That is better than him being allowed to act out. But I think there is something better. Jesus Himself, when He came to bring justice to something that needed to be dealt with. When Jesus died on the cross, He paid a price that I could not pay. The days are evil. I was born into an evil world, and I am considered of something that is also a part of the problem in the world. And Jesus said, I've come to make a way. He says that I'm the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father but through me. Someone asks Him, how must I inherit the kingdom of heaven? He responds by saying, you must be born again. You see, if people only had to go from being bad to good, it seems like a doable cause and something that we ourselves could then get to on our own. However, Jesus said you had to be born again to be changed. He is insinuating that we have to go through an entire new birth process. This does not mean become a baby again. This means I die to myself and become alive in the things of Jesus, saying, this means I'm going to die to my ways, my way of thinking, my own desires, and I'm going to set them aside for Jesus' cause. And what was Jesus' cause? To bring justice, mercy, love, and make a way for us to know God, to have life and life to the fullest. This is what Jesus came to bring. So how does this relate to justice? Well, here it is. If we want to really bring justice, the second part of do justice was to love mercy. What if we were to be able to sit down with the people who are the racists, to protect the ones, this does not get away from this, raise up a voice and say this is not okay in the circles that you have, but also to sit across from the one who is your enemy, who you yourself might have been treated wrongly by, and to give them what they did not give you, and that is love. You give them love. Like I said, fear has the ability to silence, love has the power to drive out. Sit across from it. The Bible refers to when you love your enemies, it's like pouring hot coals on their head. And that is because they walk away so stunned that they were treated in a way that they did not deserve or extend. Now, does this mean that they will change their mind? No, but it has the potential. It has the potential to change their mind. And the second thing is this, to give them Jesus. Because like I said, Jesus is the one who has the power to change the heart and is the way to save a life. I think about Newton, the one who wrote Amazing Grace. He was originally a slave trader, and he finds Jesus, and then he goes on to write Amazing Grace, and he was a large part in pushing William Wilberforce to not leave politics and to do what he did. That's the power of Jesus. So I say this to the person who has a justice heart. Watch out, because it's easy to have your heart turn hard, and especially with different forms of bringing about justice. But know that there always will be justice served by God. Justice belongs to the Lord, and it's one of the reasons I always will believe in Jesus, and that is because there is many injustices that exist in the world that will never go noticed. It won't be like this one that was filmed and was caught on camera. But God sees them all, and He will deal with it. But He asks us as people, as creations, to do what He did for us and to extend mercy where it's not given. But that does not mean we do not raise our voices. We raise our voices and we protect people with our bodies and with our lives for those who do not have a voice. Anyways, that's what I've got to say about bringing justice, to love mercy, and to walk humbly. If you've got questions, I'd love to hear a comment below, or just message me on Facebook or wherever you want. Have a good one. Bye.